could grow. And so everybody here is a part of those seeds. Lynn and I have known each other for an amazing amount of time through theater and cultural cafe and other events. I'm telling you. We did monthly events throughout the city, showcasing all the talent. So DC Black Theater Festival was just another development of that. And this year we included film, we included dance, as well as musicals, plays, as well as comedies and dramas. So we had a number of different things, and we had some children's activities included. And one of the things I think is important for all of us is that DC now is doing a whole lot more because of each one of us in here.
I want Gloria to pitch in. Gloria, Mike Malone, you worked with him. All of that evolved from a lot of the rap folk that you were involved with. Duke Ellington, you were involved with. Can you talk a little bit about the Carter Barron Friends?
I want to thank you for inviting me, Lynn, because it means a lot to me. And what is very important is because, as a previous performer, vocalist, I decided that when I got a note on my throat, I wanted to stay in the field of entertainment. And in 1975, as a graduate of Dunbar, I heard a lot about Benjamin Hooks and the DC Black Repertory. Bobby Hooks, excuse me. And regretfully, I just wasn't involved then because I began to go on with Trouble Band and Show. After that, I had a child. And I met up with Pinpoints, and then I became more involved with doing my independent concerts. And as a result, left from the Fort DuPont onto the Carter Barron Amphitheater, opening up in 1988 for the Whispers.
Nice.
And not knowing that when I left that stage, Al Dell would be pinpointing me to do something that was unimaginable, which is dealing with the National Park Service as it relates to the possibility of it being bulldozered or bidded out. So I collaborated with the one and only Kathy Hughes, Fred Brown from Anheuser-Busch, and poor little Gloria Hightower. And we got with Ernest P. White. And Ernest P. White took me from so many radio shows after radio shows. I think I lost over the 3-month span of interviews about Carter Barron and why they wasn't going to do a blank thing to the amphitheater when I had just gotten in. I've always been at Fort DuPont, but the late, great, legendary member Marion S. Berry Jr. had all other the wonderful arts programs, as you all know. And I was always a featured artist. It was a New Year's Eve festival, the River Festival. Oh my God, something that this administration needs to be educated upon. But I want to move on further. But Carter Barron became my heart. It was something there that I didn't even know I was going to do. Being the first legitimate PTSA president of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, first because it was the first incorporated one. The other ones were not incorporated. So, and because I didn't come from the upper middle class background, I don't think some of them knew that I knew how to raise $10,000.
Gloria, we only have a couple of minutes left.
Good.
What's happening now with Carter Barron? I understand it's coming back. Give us a bit about what's going on.
Well, first of all, this is even commendable. The current superintendent, Julia Washburn, is also a colleague like me. She is a parent of a child like Nana at Duke Ellington School of the Arts. So when I heard, I was first to get it before the press, and that was on March the 1st, 2017. It was going to close down because the stage had collapsed. I don't know whether or not anybody know this, but this is very pertinent. Carter Barron Amphitheater is a monumental historic gift from President Harry S. Truman. And the reason why is because his friend was an impresario. Although they were Caucasians is irrelevant. What's important is that at least they respected the arts. A president of the United States of America. And here it is, this black sister that's here today. is on the part of a first minority organization ever to partner with the National Park Service. And what happened was the stage collapsed from the earthquake of 2011. And so when the stage collapsed, also the roof for the understage collapsed.
Right.
So ain't nobody could perform. So the good news is that after fighting for the last 2 years with pennies, with Congress, we've had 2 congressional leaders over top of Interior. There is money in the FY 2020 budget for Julia Washburn, the superintendent of the National Park Service, National Capital Region, Office of Rock Creek Park, so that she can finally do architectural engineering study. You know, when they first closed it, they said it's $1 million. Then by August of 2017, they said it was $15 million.
Oh my goodness.
And I said, okay. But then at the meeting on, this is a historic move, at the meeting on April, Good Friday, April 2019, the Friends of Carter Barron was able to bring Congress to the office of Rock Creek Park to meet with Superintendent Julia Washburn, all done by a minority Black organization. I am so proud to be the founder of that. And the good news is that the architectural study is getting in place now, so that they can begin to start doing the work and finishing it, and it's going through revitalization. That's the word. Revitalization from top to bottom. With a new stage, a stage that can welcome in dancers, a stage that can welcome in theater, a stage that can welcome in performers, because that stage didn't do that. You had to make it.
Great, Gloria. Nana, this is your show, and I kind of interrupted. I want Gloria to get it in. I know
Gloria's
glad to see you.
Gloria's a great person, and we've had the opportunity to work together. I've seen the work that she's done with youth. And some of those folks have also continued to flourish and perform. And along with that, of course, my children have also had the opportunity to work with her at different times and different students. So also can't remiss to mention I'm also a celebrity mom. So I have to mention that Lamont Rucker is doing very, very well. He's starring on Greenleaf, and he's produced a number of other films as well that you should take a look at. And he's doing really well, and he's also doing a lot in the community. I do want to mention that I went to Point Park College, Carnegie Mellon, and University of Pittsburgh, when you could actually cross-register at different universities. And so as a dance and drama student, a lot of that development with August Wilson, Jerry Allen, a jazz musician, playing for me while I sang. I am a trained opera singer. With Phyllis Hyman, who was a part of production. So all of these things coming out, again, the same time period. We're talking about the 60s. Well, as a part of that, the 50th anniversary that I'm working on right now at the University of Pittsburgh, the Black Student Alumni are having an event. And so I'm doing a tribute to my college dance company, pulling those folks together. And Lamont, who wasn't born then, is going to be the host. So it just, again, we're talking about wrapping things up and drawing things together, and all the threads that come, and all the seeds that have been sprouted from both my friendship with Lynn and friendship with all of you in the room, Gloria and Glenn, and also now we have a Robert Hooks Day in which we can commemorate preferably each year and see how things continue to grow and flow from this day on. So we want to invite you to come on down to the Eaton Hotel. We have an event going on right now. It's going to start as soon as we get out of this beautiful room, this beautiful hotel. Come